All right, it's Jay today.
And Gwen tomorrow.
And we're back with another adventure here. So, we booked ourselves a cruise tonight, or I should say today, at about 3 o'clock here. We got to be down by the good old Mississippi River. And we're going to take the cruise on a riverboat here. And I just figured I'd turn the camera on because there's a plane going, and it looked like... Yeah, it looked like the arch was like leaking something at first, you know, but it's not. It's a trail from one of the jets or whatever. So, but yeah. So.
Also, we looked into helicopter rides.
Oh yeah.
Those are cost prohibitive.
So 5 to 6 minutes from what it looked like online, depending on which one you take, and can range between $140 per person on up to $200, and. But 5 to 6 minutes of that. So like we were like, no, not doing that, not spending that kind of money on that. That just seems really silly for a 6-minute ride.
The riverboat ride is an hour.
Yeah, the riverboat ride that we'll be going.
$50 for 2 people.
Yeah, and actually I thought.
And we like the water.
Yeah, like, and I think this is Gwen's first time on a Mississippi River on a cruise. So this is not my first time. This will be my second time. The first time was from Cassville, Wisconsin to Iowa, where I took a car ferry over. So, I mean, you can kind of say it's a cruise, but... So yeah, got my Garfield shirt on from Buc-ee's. I believe I got this in Sevierville, Tennessee. At the Buc-ee's there. At the time when I bought it, I believe it was the largest Buc-ee's in the world, or largest gas station. However, that is no longer true. I think Texas has got their largest one back, I think. Or they opened one that was larger than it, but I'm not sure. But I got this in 2023, so it's just a Garfield shirt that I bought at Buc-ee's. Pretty cool shirt. So, all right, we're going across the street now. All right, so as you can see, the sun glaring off that beautiful arch there, which is interesting because, like, can you imagine standing there on, like, well, it's a pretty nice day today, but on some other day, like, and you're standing right next there with the reflection coming off that beating on you, I imagine you'd probably get burned pretty good. Oh, and there's a helicopter coming in. 5 to 6 minutes for like $140 or $200. So oh yeah, something's going on up here. So again, just walking by over here to, and I check this tree out again. I'm just so, obviously people carved in it. That's not what I was looking at. It's just a tree with hardly no bark, it looks like. Very cool. Another one. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look these trees up to see what they're called, but they look really cool.
The wedding party? Yes. I know it's gonna be a beautiful wedding.
I imagine this is like a tree that you'd see down south because on all of them? Yeah, I don't know. A lot of dragonflies flying around. And just, I mean, it looks like there's a little bit of bark, but...
It looks like it's being peeled off.
And then it doesn't really help with people scratching their names in, I imagine. Again, not sure what those trees are called, but... Very cool. Oh, I think it's taking off. And if you look right there, I don't know where, like, I thought I could see it, but I honestly don't know. I did not get it. That's weird. I mean, I could clearly see it there. There, 5 to 6 minutes. Gonna go out over the Mississippi, go a little bit in East St. Louis, and then drop it back off. All right, guys, get out. So that's kind of cool too. They got like all this green space over here. You can come down and have a picnic. Yeah, there's on both sides. And I think there's a pond behind too. So basically that helicopter that's coming back in, he's coming back into land, I imagine. Who knew that 5 to 6 minutes would be that? No, I think he's gonna come right back in and land.
Oh, maybe he doesn't have a passenger and he's trying to drum up business.
No, I doubt that. He looks like is he gonna turn? Oh yeah, he's like coming back in for landing. Oh my God, that doesn't even seem like that was like 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah, I tried to get kind of like a faces, but I was like, nah, go for the side.
Yeah, you literally probably can't go drone anywhere around here because it would be
Yeah.
on either side of the river because he's doing it circle.
I don't know.
But he said it's supposed to rain later anyway.
That's crazy. So, like literally, we watched them take off and then basically do a circle in the Mississippi River, fly back into Illinois, and then come back and land. That's kind of crazy. And the Mississippi River is flowing today. Look at her go. And all that trash. Look at all that trash. And there's a boat coming in. I wonder if that's ours. It's 2:21, but I don't know.
It could be.
Tom Sawyer's. Got the art right here. It leaves at 3?
They said it leaves at 3, so you have to
okay.
be on it at 3. So boarding.
Oh, like 2:45. Yeah. So that is.
I don't know.
I think that's you're correct.
Give the people time to get on. Give people on. It might be like a shop like you like on the riverboat.
Oh, I think he's taking off again.
I think it's trying to draw business maybe.
All right, guys. So he's taking off again here. He's just gonna do a big circle. There goes somebody's $100 or $200. I just can't get over that. $100 or $200 down the drain right there. Oh, and there's a huge boat over there too. But I know that's not the one we're doing.
That looks more like a cruise ship.
Yeah. Just gonna fly a circle in the East St. Louis. In fact, I don't even think I honestly don't think he's on the Missouri side when he stays within the Mississippi River. So.
Are you trying to get through?
think this is the way we would go. Oh, look at that! Look at that ship. It like opens up in the front.
Oh, for the dock.
Yeah. And there the helicopter goes, landing again. Coming in for a landing. I don't know. I've seen that. Where's the helicopter at now? Oh. So again, it's like it says 5 to 6 minutes, but that's actually from taking off to actually like landing. You're not in the air 5 or 6 minutes. I mean, he literally does a loop, and honestly, he stays within the Mississippi River and then goes to East St. Louis. However, he's up high enough so you can get video and pictures, I imagine, which is pretty cool. All right, and Riverboat Cruises, Tom Sawyer and Becky Thatcher, looks like. Gateway Arch Riverboats. This is what we're going to be taking here shortly. Oh, that helicopter's way up there. Different than these ones over here, though. Over here. So we just found out that we'll be boarding in 15 minutes, so figured we'd, you want to go in a gift shop for a minute?
Yeah.
I bet it's cooler in here at least. And I was right, it is definitely cooler in here. Got some cool shot glasses. Yeah, but you can always, this is interesting. Is this a bottle?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys seen that. Looks like no. You want to get one? What?
The missionaries were killed. Yeah, that's.
Oh, socks.
We got some.
Oh yeah. I guess that's how they get you, right? Coming out of the cruise.
Still gonna do the
Snowing in St. Louis, according to this. That's kind of cool.
The stadium. Oh, these are actually nicer than the other one.
The shirts are?
Mm-hmm. Not that I need more shirts, but...
I do like their mugs.
Yeah,
No. Are these the Stanleys that are just wrapped up? A little bit cheaper, $38. So it's not a Stanley then.
Thank you.
That's so cool. You get any lapel pins? Oh, okay. Thank you. So check that water out. It is moving quick. And right on the other side over here, as we were coming down, you could actually see like there was like a pile of wood that was boated up against the dock, like from all the debris from all the little villages up north that are flowing down the Mississippi River with all the rain. I imagine this isn't normal for it to move this fast, but I could be wrong. But the rain that they're getting in the northern states has created havoc. And I'm pretty sure the Mississippi River is a little bit higher than it normally is, so. There's the arch. A little bit of skyline here as we wait to board here onto the river cruise. Line moves a little bit. We'll get up there, and then I'll show you like a lot of the wood and stuff that's floating downstream from up north. So if you guys look over here, look at all the debris that has washed down shore. Right there, there's a basketball and a bunch of logs, just a bunch of, I mean, that is insane. And if you look even further out, look at all the logs and stuff that are coming, that is going downstream out there. There's a lot of debris in the Mississippi today. And again, I imagine that's all coming from up north due to the dam break-in, I think. Was that Minnesota? And then a bunch of the other issues that they're having up there. So who knows, some of the stuff may be from a house. You know, I mean, obviously the stuff on top is wood and stuff, but there's a lot of debris out there. A lot of debris. Even though it's hot outside, that fan is blowing some nice warm air, and it feels good. They got a couple of those around. It's another spot for a photo opportunity, it looks like. Before we board the ship. So we're gonna film him picturing us. Another view of that arch that I just can't get over how awesome it is here in St. Louis. So we're going in? Oh, all right, well, yeah. We're moving along, I guess. And Tom Sawyer. We're boarding. So we're down on the bottom here for a little bit, and it is, I love the weather in here. I mean, it is nice and cool in here. And shockingly, we're only in here with what appears to be a DJ maybe over here, but I'm not even sure. But we'll take a venture and go upstairs and take a look, but right now it's just getting boarded. Yeah, so, and we got, we don't actually take off till, yeah, we don't take off until
3.
Yeah, 3 o'clock, and it's 2:47, so we got 13 minutes. So, and I asked about Becky, which is the boat next door, Becky Thatcher or whatever. Apparently that boat is not moving anywhere. So Tom Sawyer, which is the one we're on, is the one that's actually going.
You always say that good habits lead to.
And if you look, the boat that was earlier that we filmed is now turning around. I don't know if they're going in the dock or what, but maybe he's going back downstream.
Maybe it's a casino.
Oh, maybe. Look at that debris. Look at the logs out there.
A lot of really big ones.
So I mean, like, obviously they have to watch out. Look at that. Look at him spin around. Look at that. That is insane. Let's zoom in on that. That is pretty cool. He just like whipped it around. He's like, all right, I'll show you how to drive this thing. I imagine he was waiting for some of the longer logs to go by, but I could be wrong. But some of these logs out here are kind of like questionable. I mean, like these ones right here in front of the boat. Like those, yeah, these are whole trees right here that are swimming on down the Mississippi. Considering all that flooding that happened north, I mean, this is insane. I think you're right. I think that is a casino boat or some sort. Now we're getting busy in here.
So maybe they don't allow it on this side. So maybe the boat is bridging them.
So we were the only ones in here a few minutes ago, but that has changed, as you can see. So people have realized that it's nice and cool in here and have come down to join the coolness. So still pretty cool. And then there's a barge right there with a tugboat that's going. I mean, there's a lot of traffic out here, but it is the mighty Mississippi, so You know, and I'm kind of excited again because this is Gwen's first time on the Mighty Mississippi. This is my second. This is our first cruise, technically, on the Mississippi. However, I was on the Mississippi again on a ferry? On a car ferry, yeah. I was like, couldn't even think of it.
A little bit different.
Yeah, but it was still...
Was it this wide?
Oh, yeah. Well, it took us...
This fast?
No. It took us...
Were there a lot of trees?
No. It took us, I think it was 15 to 20 minutes to cross from Wisconsin to Iowa. Looks like he's just spinning there. Spinning his wheels.
No, he's moving.
Is he?
Look at something.
Oh, look at the water. Yeah.
You can judge it better.
Yeah. So the back of the boat's this way, obviously, and we entered on the front of the boat.
Yeah.
So. Oh, wouldn't that be just crazy if he basically went from the bridge where they were parked down here, which is this, I believe this is I-55 that we're seeing right here. So he was parked over there, if I'm not mistaken, like right next to the bridge of the shore. He went this way, and then he turned around, and what happened, he would go back and park at the same spot and say, all right, guys, that's all you're getting. Sort of like the helicopters. But said his was 20 minutes and not 5 or 6 minutes. No, there's people up top. Yeah, look right on top. Are we moving? No. Oh. It feels like we're moving. It feels like we're moving now. Are you sure? Oh. It doesn't seem like that ship is going to fit on any of that location where he's going. I mean, but he has to know.
Perspective. This is closer to you than either that or you'll see the whole highway collapse in a minute. What do you think?
I don't want to see another ship run into a bridge. We already had one, you know, in Baltimore. Not laughing at the situation, just laughing kind of, yeah. So. Fits like a glove. Fits like a glove. It didn't look like it, but I was like, man, that ship's so big. All right.
Just prior to our departure, we're required by regulations to sound one blast of the whistle. This will signal other boats in the area that we are departing our dock and getting underway. Whistle on board the Tom Sawyer is quite loud and located on top of the pilot house. I'd like to warn those of you on the outside decks, especially those of you around the pilot house, you might want to cover your ears. As I said, this whistle is quite loud. So if everybody outside is ready, cover your ears, cover your ears, cover your ears, because
there goes the horn.
The departure whistle.
Do we hear it? Oh yeah, you can hear that.
Joining us on our cruise today will be a park ranger from the National Park Service. I'll tell you about the Gateway Arch, the national park that surrounds it, as well as some of the history of St. Louis.
So we have Jaytoday.
So we are now moving, as you can see, where you can see the Becky Thatcher sitting over there as we're backing out. Right here. And there we go.
Now, we got more so I did not have enough of our ruler booklets, so I'm going to grab some more now.
That little bird is doing his thing out there.
Magazines are ready to give you a book. I'm going to get some more Riverboat Explorer booklets. And
Don't see much more debris like we did earlier. But we're gonna whip this thing around and go downstream, I think he said first.
Now, circulate and say hi. And Captain Jim will be talking to you about the signals.
So we are taking off now. Don't see a lot of debris yet. I mean, there was a bunch coming down before. The mighty Mississippi. She's a beautiful river. Let's go venture up on top. Excuse me. And that beautiful arch there. That is so awesome. And I'm gonna go by the helicopter tours here. Courthouse in the background. Beautiful skyline. And helicopter tours. And there's a plane going into the airport over there too, it looks like. And again, thanks for cruising.
Over to our left, we have the barge with the helicopter on top. This is Gateway Helicopter Tour. From this location, they offer scenic helicopter rides.
Look at the little humps they got in the pavement.
They have a variety of flights to choose from. They get started at about 11 a.m. each day.
He's talking about the helicopter tours right here too.
Weather permitting.
Let's go up the thing. Oh, there's 3 floors. I did not realize. Oh, wow. This view's kind of nice. Let's walk around up here real quick. Excuse me, sorry. Check that out. That's kind of cool. Paddle wheel there. That was really cool. And I didn't realize there was a sculpture right there until we started taking off. That's kind of cool too.
Too big to fit through the tunnels that went through the approachways and then beneath the city. The rail tracks have been taken over by the Metrolink system. Metrolink is a light rail passenger train. that offers service from Belleville, Illinois, which is about 15 miles to the east, across the river, through the city, and then out to the St. Louis airport. The upper deck of that bridge carries automobile and pedestrian traffic.
Go up to the third deck. Oh wow, look at this view. Look at that bridge. She is a beauty. That is pretty cool. Strolling underneath that bridge. Actually, both those bridges are pretty cool. Is that a walking path up there? Like, I think that there's... No. Maybe there... Oh, it's a train. So there's a train that runs underneath right here. Look at that. Look at that metro. Look at that. That is really cool. That is kind of cool.
And opened for traffic in 1953. At that time, it was known as the Veterans Bridge. The name was changed upon the death of the famous civil rights leader. This is the second longest cantilever-style bridge to span the Mississippi River, including its approachways, has a length of over 4,000 feet.
Wow.
Where this bridge is located today on the St. Louis side of the river, that area was the original northern boundary of the city of St. Louis, as it was laid out by our city's founder, Pierre Laclede, in 1764.
Look at that. And you're probably going to see some debris around those things, those pillar things that got in the water there. Looks like there's a homeless encampment over here around the concrete stuff over there on the shoreline. Got that in every city, so.
To our left above the bridge is a tall building covered in green glass. This
right here.
Is the Four Seasons Hotel.
That looks pretty cool.
That is part of the Horseshoe Casino Complex. 1993, the state of Missouri legalized riverboat gambling.
Ah.
There used to be a riverboat casino right here at the waterfront. By 2007, the gaming industry found a way around the rules that required the casino to be on a riverboat.
Look at all those
out
logs.
here on the river.
Right there.
So they built a new casino up on the hill, and it was called Lumiere Place. That's when the Four Seasons Hotel was built. It remained Lumiere Place until about 2 years ago, when it was sold, and it is now the Horseshoe Casino.
Look at that. Full-size trees just sitting there. I wonder what this building is right here. It just looks like it's decrepit, falling apart. Look at that building. That bridge over there looks pretty cool though. I'm not sure what bridge that is though. Union Electric. I imagine this building is no longer working. I mean, it just looks like it's really beat up. Union Light. It does look pretty cool though. Wow. So I guess they're still using this building from what we were just talking about. They're using parts of them. But I mean, there's stuff over there that looks newer anyway, but the building itself just looks like it's been neglected. But you can see some newer stuff added onto the building. And there's some steam coming up too right there. And out of the top too, now that I say that, so. Very cool. Got some logs coming in our way. We'll run right over those bad mammers. That one. I think there's a fish that just jumped up out there. What is that black thing right there?
Now, probably the most common question we get on the boat is how deep is the river? Well, simple answer is 45 feet right here. That's because we have a depth sounder on the boat that tells us how deep the water is. Another way you can tell how deep the water is by the river stage. Each
that must be
city along the river has a river stage.
So I think that was the little balls from up on
Back
top
in
of the electrical line. Look at this. That's kind of cool.
They needed to know how much the river rose and fell each year. So they picked the low point of the river as being 0, figuring it wouldn't get much lower than that. River stages in St. Louis are measured from that 0-foot mark. The average river stage in St. Louis is said to be about 8 feet. When we are at our normal 8-foot stage, depths in the harbor will vary from 20 to 30 feet. Reading on the river gauge this morning was 20.5. A little bit above our normal 8-foot stage, and that's why the depth sounder is showing 45 feet of water beneath the Tom Sawyer at this location.
Oh, wow.
Further south you go in the Mississippi.
Alright, I think I'm going to go look for some snackers. And we'll go from there.
The deepest spot on the